mean 4Ks where, I'll tell you this. Mob's got two 4Ks and an ace to close out that game of Ancient. It was just an unreal individual performance. And with those 13 kills, he got himself the 30 bomb before the bell. So, Mobs came through with a nuclear performance, and who's to say he can't do it again? Welcome to Inferno, map number 2, and it's Team 1 on Stockholm Point.
Look at this. Double dualies out for Pace and IDK. One trained on a half wall and the other on balcony. Trying to get these dualies cooking. And they're in some pretty good positions, all things said. I mean, Pace is getting baited in here by Mobs. Might be rewarded on a kill onto Beaky, but if he's not careful, they might get overrun here, Fi.
Oh, but immediately the Gush comes through. Flash tossed in. Now Payson might be able to open up, and he will. And then Maluk just swings around the corner and grabs Swan. 3v4. They're going to try and re-execute back into this, but it's the dual Berettas. 30 bullets to work with, but he only needs 1. Eris just left to run away, flee the scene. And at the same time, even the CT Rap has gotten spotted. And Maluk! What is it with Oppers and pistol rounds, man? He'll destroy another.
Dude, making the dualies look accurate like that is no easy feat. Team 1 with the beautiful little pistol round there. Pristine taps, clean as you'd like. No plant means no buy. And Bhop wants to stop whatever momentum came on from Ancient, this pistol as well, and get the guns out as soon as possible. Just 2 flashes the investment. And they're just going to run up mid-fight.
Oh, boy. And Maluki, Famas, a couple of players coming his way, and thank you, auto directors, for showing us all the kills, because he's going to come through with the 4K, and IDK is going to leap around, steal the ace. Why not? Team 1, quick 2-0.
Keeping 5 alive. You want to go in with this as a bonus. I don't necessarily mind that. Only 2 rifles to speak of, but you go aggressive with these 3 MP9s, and hey, maybe you got a round here where you take off enough of the Bhop economy to shut them down in the 4th. I like this from Team 1. Trying to get as much juice out from these SMGs as possible.
That maybe trying to get the juice out from the bottom banana. Silas searching for a headshot, but being able to involved. Needs to go back and forth with a good chunk. Taken out of these Bhop players early.
Advantage Team 1 definitely in that situation, and you get all that banana control, leaving Mobs as close as possible. Pick up a flash here as well.
Oh boy! But when they hear that, surely they turn, and yep, they do. Maybe it would have been better if they just shift walk through the smoke. You never know. They're going for the repeat out. That's where Swan. All right, new setup, new me. Swan with a second headshot.
Here comes the gamble from Team 1. Pace is headed for the high hills, gambling on the A site. I respect it. I mean, at this point in time, it's going to be very difficult for you to go searching anywhere. I like the attempts there from Team 1, but at the end of the day, it's a bit overzealous. And Bhop punish. Well done to earn themselves the first round. Punishing that aggressiveness from Team 1. And it's going to force the CTs back to a more defensive approach. I mean, you can't necessarily push the issue on Banana that easily. And it's essentially back to the drawing board.
Yeah, it's going to be Bhop picking up a very clean first gun round. No questions asked. I mean, a couple of aggressive plays. Not quite panning out. I mean, I'm not sweating at all, but this is just a good start here for Bhop.
And they'll carry over the 2 rifles that they invested in from the, I believe, 2nd round of play. Keeps the economy in check, at least as best as possible for Team 1. I'm assuming IDK probably keeps this one through, and then they reinvest.
Could be used.
Or what's... Huh?
It could be used. Could find some...
Yeah, definitely. Uh-oh.
Big bomb radius.
-1.
Does it really take away? I don't think it takes away.
I didn't think so. Yeah, it does not.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
I'm very confused as to how that's happened.
Anyways.
Was there a TK?
Maybe he disconnected. You know, that happens.
Probably. Probably.
Either way. Team 1 with a couple of saved rifles. Still definitely a fighting force in this round. And Bhop just can't take this one lightly. So we'll see what their default is to counter exactly this. Right now, it's Team 1 assembling the lane crossfire. Even taking some liberties to spam down middle.
I mean, look how forward-facing Team 1 is here. They've taken all of brackets. They've smoked down B. It's going to be an aggressive nature from a fight back from Bhop here. Try to break this crossfire with this arch smoke.
Is he going to go for some spam? It's sometimes on the mark, but he still flicks over, and the whole A-side crossfire opens up for a kill. Now Eris just runs out of apartments, and they're completely ready for that. It's like a jack-in-the-box. Unimpressed, though. Our Team 1. They've quickly bounced back and shredded them. And Beaky's very likely the last to fall here. Now they get to scoop up all the guns, too. Like, this just gets even more deadly for Team 1.
I mean, does it look like Beaky's going to save here? I guess that might be the next port of call. But, look, I think Team 1's win there was kind of written on the wall. With how aggressive they were hold up on the brackets, the boost up for Malms as well. Attention turned to that FAMAS. Allows for the Arch player to catch that Arch smoke fade timing. Just very, very well executed from Team 1 to crunch onto the Bhop T side. And as we said, Fi, I mean, the caliber of teams that they're losing to are good ones, and they're keeping it close with them. And you can see that they're still well executing some of these rounds.
So Bhop feels like the losing ways just keep continuing. I mean, they have 3 kills total across their team. The 2... It's been... Have they seriously not gotten a... Yeah. They have... in all the rounds that they've lost, they haven't gotten a kill.
Yep. It's been domination across the board from Team 1. The Brazilians are doing it in style. They want to get this series done and dusted.
Stockholm is awaiting.
Yeah. It's so damn close at this point they can just taste it.
And it feels like this team, and also the Team 1 team has been denied the RMR a couple of times now. It feels like they should have been so good for it. But hasn't been, you know, a fruitful expedition for the Team 1 squad. They have been so far, even.
It still felt like they were kind of jostling around with their lineup when they were at Antwerp. And now this time around, perhaps this is the lineup that can finally do that international damage that they were looking for. Malms has certainly been showing why he's so prestigious in the Brazilian scene, or frankly in the international scene. And he's trying to put a stamp on for Team 1, bring them back to relevancy.
Here's taking a pot shot.
Look at Brett.
He's walked up Arch, but IDK's just watching for it. It's an impossible angle to clear. Brett just drops instantly. The problems are here with Malms on the site. And it's almost caught in transition, but he survived. So importantly. And no way he's going to fight his way out of this. Make it almost 3. But they're not ready. They think he's dead. They think Malms is dead. But he's a zombie. He's still walking. He's still alive. They think they've killed him, but oh my gosh, he still fights on. What on earth was that round?
Oh man, I don't know what to say. I don't know if I can really call that a prestigious hold there from Malms. But
they think they killed him.
I mean, 2 kills. Hey, a dink with the USP.
Truth be told, I have no idea what to say about that one. I mean, Malms just farming ADR as per usual.
Oh, another eco as well. Bhop, they're losing steam here, Fi. I know it's early doors on Inferno, but
oh boy,
feels like a calamity.
Oh my, it's a massacre at the top of Banana. All right, guys, they got a kill, but dude, this is tough to watch.
Oh, just Eris on this P250. What do you even do if you're this guy?
If I'm Team 1, I'm giggling. I am giggling.
Yeah.
At these rounds that they've been winning, they've just been massive spray downs. It's like from Ancient to this map.
I mean, you can make a frag movie across this series alone, you know? Just the number of beautiful spray downs. It's all coming up Brazil today. I mean, honestly, just this week, it's been such a great week for Brazilian Counter-Strike. You mean, you see MIBR win the CCT, you see Pain win an all-Brazilian derby against Imperial in Melbourne, and now Team 1 trying to take care of business here on the NA side of things. It's looking great.
That's a cool karambit. Sorry, I had to admire that for just a moment.
Oh yeah, I'm geeking out too. Pace's butterfly knife is.
Hold on, I'll check it on that. Yeah, there it is. Ooh. Beautiful. Perfect weapon to jiggle peek with. Back towards top banana. Ooh, that nade is going to touchdown. Yeah.
Ooh.
Takes a chunk out of Silas, and they've snuck underneath the smoke. Malbs has actually made his way out to the barrels, and once it fades, this could be a powerful position. I think he knows where Beaky is. He ought to know.
He spotted it.
Oh, now he really knows where Beaky is, and he just gets one tapped by Pesa. Now they're coming up towards A, though. The real threat lies here for Team 1, but the nades, there's so much utility damage. Brett on 1. Eris needs an entry. He needs it now, and I'm not sure he's going to find it. He gets the 1, but Maluk just all over it. Up and above, and Team 1 up to 6.
Oh, these 4-1s are just not working out for Bhop. As soon as that lurk is killed, it feels like it's really readable from Team 1. You see the nade damage right on top of these Bhop players. And it's just as clean as you'd like shut down another eco for Bhop. And Fi, I mean, it just looks like Team 1's a step above. Back to Banana. Back for another spray down. Oh boy.
Another round like this. Are you kidding me? Oh, another just mow down again. When will it stop?
Shoes on the other foot. Team 1, the Brazilians with the 7-1 lead.
And I mean, it feels like every round someone's gotten a 4K. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet for everyone for Team 1. I mean, this round can still turn it on its head. This game is not over. It's 7-1, sure. But Bhop need to win some rounds starting pronto. Now.
I mean, Maluk has got more kills than the entire Bhop squad. That's a state of affairs.
Hey, maybe.
Silas finally turning things around.
Hey, there it is. All right, Bhop, you got some life in ya. Surely, this is where you close it down, right? With the low HP TRK. Yep, there you go. Hey.
Hey.
Completely turned around.
Individual fights finally being won by Bhop. That was one thing that was sorely lacking. Some good utility, some good punishments, and maybe, just maybe, they can pull away this rifle away from Pace as well. But look at the coffers of
they're
Team
just
1.
rolling in it.
6 digits on TRK and Maluk, respectively. 8K for IDK. They're just swimming. Nope. Pace is spotted.
Beaky. Oh, another fantastic headshot onto Pesa. 7-2. All right, Bhop. That's a quite the reversal that we've seen so far. But Team 1 still got plenty in the bank, and oh, you love to see it. So many A4s. Gosh, Swisher is shedding tears right now.
You love to see it. Trying to push the meta in one way. And this time around, Maluk still wants to go aggressive down mid. I mean, he's not actually going to overstay his welcome down to ult like the previous. And instead, they're just going to take all of Banana. This has been the story of this half thus far, these first 10 rounds. where they get all of this banana control, and it's just boxing Bhop into brackets. But these bracket setups themselves from Team 1 have just been too strong. This time they actually relinquish control. But it's gonna have to be hard fought in terms of utility for Bhop. No matter where they go, they're gonna have to expend quite a bit.
Just going for a couple of jump spots, potentially. Smoke even in towards the bottom of banana. Are they going to push past that is a big question. No. Team 1 are going to hold their ground. But they're actually going to have to give up mid control. They're going to go up towards Arch, though, here, Paladin. And that's where two players lie. Maluk and Pesa on the receiving end. Eris to try and entry this one up. And he does. While blind, though. Maluk will get the trade back. Oh, and he's watching. He's waiting for this split to come through. Brett still inside of the Arch choke point. Maluk is just going to hold this eternally until Mobs then strikes. And things go from bad to worse here for Bhop. 20 seconds on the clock. IDK, though, he's pushing forward, but he still finds both kills. Another multi-kill, make it a third. As another individual for Team 1 serves up a round win.
That was just beautiful from Team 1 and their positioning. Just, you love to see it. Immediately, again, that 4-1 just catching out and spotted by Team 1. And that double setup, Maluk trading so effectively. I mean, this is beautiful stuff from the Brazilians.
Yeah, but then IDK just like solo walking up short and getting 3 kills. that just feels...
It's a cherry on the top,
It just feels unbelievable at times, man. Team 1 just getting away with it all. I don't even think he was meant to go 1 for 1. He was meant to just, you know, cause a nuisance. And instead, it's just Team 1 shredding Bhop.
Now where do you go? You've lost banana again. You're in a 4v5 situation. Not much utility to speak of. You can't even get into brackets. Man. Look how much time just gets rotted off the clock before Bhop can even think about approaching a bomb site.
And not just losing the player, but also losing the utility that player has is going to hurt Bhop for the long term. They're tossing a banana retake utility, and oh, they're just burned out in the open. Swan, though, actually still stands to fight. Smoking to spawn, I suppose, but dude, a 3-man B stack.
Yeah, there's no way they read this. There's just no way.
And they're kind of just burning utility off the belts right now. And oh, he's down middle. See ya. Make that 2. Unbelievable. Another one of these rounds here for Team 1 where they haven't lost a player yet. I'm not sure they're gonna lose a player here, Paladin. Maluk's still on the angle, and he's gonna go for 3. Swan, can he shut him down? Absolutely not. Maluk just tears them apart. How many 4Ks have these Team 1 players collected?
Start counting them up, Fi. I mean, finally attack coming up from Bhop. But, dude, what a series from Maluk. I've been ragging on this guy and Team 1 in general for committing this hard to Maluk after some disappointing individual performances. But when the going gets tough, when the chips are down, this guy has been delivering. And that's what counts. If he is the reason why they actually qualify for Stockholm at the end of the day, that's what we'd be happy about. A franchise player, some might say, for this org. And now he's finally being able to do it. Returning to the RMR stage, but this time with a little bit more of a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, Team 1. Just on Stockholm point, and they're just here to bring the train back into the station. 9-2. And every single player on this team has had a 3 or 4K so far, which are just unreal. Starting this one off, though, is actually nice damage on the Pesadelo. Maybe they can turn that around.
I mean, they want to push the issue. They've finally gotten up banana before a minute's time. Things are finally starting to work out in Bhop's favor with that initial damage on a Pesa.
Still a
but again, yeah, exactly. There's still a 3-man B setup, and Mobs is aggressed. They've got all of the reads here. Beaky's gonna be in a world of hurt.
Oh, but he flicks over instead.
Oh.
What a shot. But they need to try and transition this one into the play. They still haven't even picked up the bomb. They still haven't even rooted out these two players. Maybe Pesadelo could be the distraction, but IDK at the back of the site. First headshot nailed. The call is in that he's playing from dark, but he has to smoke to even cross around and find his second kill. And almost 3. But Pesadelo, he started this one on 15 points of health. And he somehow found a double there as well. Team, Bhop had everything going for them. And
what a dirty setup, you know? Like, how do you read that if you're Bhop? And they get away with murder, Pesa especially. Double kill from Church. This is just unstoppable.
And even the flash over. And who needs it?
You don't need it.
Yeah, the RK just picks it up. I can't believe it. Maluk has more kills than all of Bhop combined.
He wants it to stay that way. It's been like this for quite some time. Oh boy, what unbelievable scenes here we're getting from these open qualifiers. You don't necessarily see something this one-sided when you get to the BO3 stage.
Team 1 were looking weak. Keep in mind, this team was upset by just a middle-of-the-pack advanced team in open qualifier number 1. To an absolute surprise. Made it back to day 2, and now they're here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the mental fortitude for these guys to climb out of the ruts that they've been dealt throughout this open qualifying process, that in and of itself is always going to be a super admirable quality of this squad. Battling back from something like that is no easy feat. And look at how much confidence they're brimming with. Again, aggressive down banana. And they're just holed up in spawn. It's been a tail for the entire half. They can't get any ground, the NA squad.
Mobs returning. TRK just holding this god angle. If anyone tries to walk into that line, destruction awaits. We're looking to bring this one up towards the arch side, however. Brett dropping his smoke. Flash in as well, and there might be some problems here for this Team 1 defense, admittedly. They got 3 players in position, and they also have Maluk inside a graveyard. Thanks for the freebie, Eris. A B-key. Is he going to walk through the smoke as it fades? Could he find Maluk? Oh, up close. It's the difference between the AK and the M4. And then he's pushing down. Pesa's pushing down mid, but he doesn't realize that this one's actually going towards the B site. So, while Maluk hits a nice shot on the Silas, alarm bell's got to go up because they're on the B site right now.
Oh, he has no idea.
Only now he just realizes. Spins around. Brett holding. Bomb crossing. Up top. Hits a good spray. Saves the round there for Bhop. And Team 1, well, they got plenty of cash. So they're going to throw themselves at this one.
Double banana setup. I mean, they've got a nade to at least flush out one of these players.
They're all chunked down.
If it's perfectly placed. Yeah, I mean, this is still very doable. It's a lot more on the shoulders of TRK regarding the HP. Just because he does have that rifle. They flush out Emo.
Yeah, but
and
Brett,
now, no
time. Brett inside of spawn as well. Is just going to make the crossfire happen. Luke, collect a couple on the way out. But this one's done. Bhop, they make a pretty good call through the mid rounds. And if Mobs had an AK, that round would be very different. But they get 3 nevertheless.
Good on Bhop to make it as silent as possible to get into the B site. If you had to reorient from Pesa, maybe we would have been in a different round as well. But well navigated to get their third. Hey, look, if they can get 5 out of this, still there is legs to this Inferno game. Obviously, the momentum is firmly in the Brazilians' favor, but if there is some way they can dig deep and scrap their way through a couple more rounds as they did in round number 13, maybe there's still legs to this Inferno.
Again, we're kind of getting back to the safe. It feels like Bhop are just kind of mulling around mid.
Mm-hmm.
Team 1 kind of holding on to the utility a little bit.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to replicate what they just did. I mean, what worked was a contact play essentially. It's not gonna necessarily net themselves replication. So I'm worried about this.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
IDK just completely burned to a crisp, but at the same time, Maluk is at the top of B, almost dropping the bomb and all that good stuff, and now Pace even makes his way out towards middle. Beaky's on 9 HP. Nate just skims him for a point of damage. But Bhop are wounded in this one. Oh, and they're going to try returning back to middle. My friends, you do not have the facilities to make this play. TRK is even just... He's taking the aggressive line. But now they realize 30 seconds on the clock. Wait. We can just hand them middle. We can just play the pit setup. That's exactly what they'll do, jumping up on top of the bike. TRK. That's the headshot onto Beaky. Bomb on the ground. TRK still looking to fight alongside Pesa. Brett needs this entry. Oh, and he's not going to find it at all. TRK from inside the pit. Massive 3K, and Team 1 locking down the CT side.
Oh, that's one of TRK's special spots. He loves that pit, and he makes it sing. Not an easy 3-piece to pick up there, but he does it in style. Guy hasn't even had to be able to frag throughout this game. He's only 8-3. And at the end of the half, what do you have to offer, Bhop?
Maluk is 19-2.
Yeah, you have 2 MAC-10s and 3 AKs. And you've got a Maluk that's just pissed off. 19-2. Still more, I believe. 11, 15, 17. Yeah, on the dot. Same number of frags as the entire Bhop squad.
This is just unbelievable. And not like that. Not a kill coming through that. No, I don't want to think of it even happening. Looks taking a pot shot. Even pulling out the deagle for some extra spam. Are they going to seriously fight him? They're going to try. Try as they might. Maybe. It's a good shot, though. But Pesa is also going to get flashed in for the repeat. The nade could touch down. But it's not going to. And they're coming back to B. But at the same time, 1 have just cleared out mid. Rotations are going to be queued up, but that doesn't matter. It's going to be so fast. Malbs has got to put up another monstrous hold. This time from the dark corner, waiting for a flash from his teammate. And tucked away, he can't find the kill. Uncharacteristic. But Maluk running through, and Pesa somehow found the double kill. Not like this. You found the entry on the site. You found everything. You gotta close down this round, and maybe they will. Eris and Silas, 2 big kills. And it's TRK. That nade could have struck true, but no. Now in the 1v2, has to beat out the AWP on the angle. TRK will fall, and Bhop will at least find themselves a 4th.
I mean, that situation, Malbs doesn't actually multi-frag for once this game, and Bhop capitalized. It still felt like it would have fallen apart fine. That was not close by any. Or sorry, that was not close by any.
I don't. My brain is ceasing to function right now. I just don't. I don't. Not close. That was dominant.
Yes. Oh shit! No, I messed up.
Okay. Well. Anyhow, halftime break. 11-4. Bhop. Waiting for you guys to ready up because Team 1 are hungry to go off to Stockholm.
Just 1 half away. It's just 1 half away.
Just a single one. You know, a couple more Malbs MD4Ks, perhaps, or face it at low 1 taps. You know, this Team 1 team going off to Stockholm is looking to be so powerful. At least this has just been a complete reversal of showing. You know, the one problem that Team 1 have struggled with over the years has definitely just been the consistency factor. They've had a great They have had great peaks where they've won what was ESEA's premier at the time, but then, you know, capitulate to, you know, the some odd team. This team has always has had a high peak. It's had great individual status. Pesadelo, Mobs MD. Luke has even started to turn up in this one, specifically. Like, they struggled with consistency, and if they can try to solve the individual firepower issues, then this team is just full of incredible aimers. If they can get this across the line, they can start becoming a real great team.
That being said, the RMR this time around is looking to be really stacked fight. I mean, 6 spots essentially, and you talk about just the favorites. You got Furia, Liquid, Complexity. I think you could chalk up Pain into that conversation as well. Yeah. Maybe a little bit of Imperial, and you've already gotten 5 teams. And then from then on, you've got MIBR looking hot to trot with Henny. You've got 00 Nation putting in work with the new Godsent package. 9Z always a threat. Oplano doing well. Evil Geniuses. ATK, and then you throw T1 into there, and we've got a really spicy event on our hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking out for. Some of these Americas teams coming from the qualifiers definitely have real chances against some of the teams even out from SA. But I mean, the SA teams are even looking, are looking just absolutely fainting. Admittedly, you know, there have been some surprise teams in the South American Open qualifiers as well, with Arctic making it through compared to, you know, a team like Fluxo missing out. So that's a super interesting topic to bring up. These South American teams are maybe waiting for one more South American team. So 11-14-1. We're looking to run this one through the pistol round. Bhop fighting for their lives here on their map pick. Let's get it done.
Double smoke, double flash. A single Molotov for Team 1. And a smoke flash for Brett. Dooley's on Beaky. I mean, perhaps we're looking at a B exec here. Maybe Molly off first. Flashes for Banana. Very similar.
Taking this one slow. Mobs up front, waiting for the flash potentially, or just a boost. At the same time, he has util in hand. He'll drop his smoke, but he's actually waiting to get flashed through this. This is a bruise, and it's gonna work out. Brett on the move finds a double.
Can't do Team 1 setup back to them. TRK pushing through the smoke. Catches Brett through as well.
Oh my, and they
Stylus. This guy's on another level.
All right,
smoke tracking.
He'll just hand what Brett did right back to him. The Glocks get it done. Back at the site. All 3 players Team 1 reside, and if anyone knows anything, if you played Counter-Strike, you know how difficult this crossfire is to break. And TRK just gonna swing out and make it a 4K. He's the last player on the Team 1 team who is missing one of those, and he's gone ahead and collected himself one. Team 1 have just had massive individual moments at every turn.
Man, the tracking there from TRK to cover through that smoke is just another level. It's been a while since we've really spoken about TRK. He's been out of the limelight for quite some time. When he came back on this Team 1 roster, it was really disappointing to people across the community, saying that, hey, maybe MIBR, maybe the biggest world stage isn't enough for him. Maybe he's not ready. But this Team 1 roster, he's trying to show what he can do. Good trades here from Team 1. Keeping it 4v4.
Oh!
Okay, that IDK gone.
But they're looking to pop out of apps right now. And it's only Swan with the Desert Eagle, and they leap out. And, oh, come on. Somehow, Pesa survives on a single point of health. That's the difference between winning and losing this round.
CS gods are just with Team 1 today. No other ways to cut it. They've been playing Sublime CS. The luck, and the sort of clutches working out in their favor as well.
You know,
Bhop can't catch a break.
You know, CS Goad and CS God are spelled the same way. You just
true.
He's got a. It's about how you think about it, right? Different perspective. I wonder if Pace is still dead at the bomb. It is planted in the back corner. He could go down inside of like alt middle. That would be hilarious. It happens. Yep, I called it. I'm so good at this.
Shout out Valve. Shout out.
I'm gonna fly over to where Pesa died. Hold on. I'm going to do that. He died right here underneath the bridge. And the bomb was planted in the corner on the A site. That's unbelievable.
Oh, he really tried. He really wanted to save that.
Everyone's seen the JT clip, right? Where he's just 1 HP running up banana. And then yeah, that's pretty similar. Literally half the entire map. TRK running through him. Looking to just clean house on this one. 13-4 for Team 1. Full apartments control. Now they work up towards top banana. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Silas, at least you get this Mach 10. If you can get a kill, bring up that economy a little bit more. You've got a vest, so you can survive just a little while. But he's on the wrong side of the map, Fi. Booking it to A, but it's going to be too late.
Man, Brett's given his all in this game, and I mean, he had a great Ancient, all things said. He's had some big rounds for this Bhop team. All things said, he's actually, like, this is a very strong player for this Bhop team over his time on Third Impact and variety of rosters. Brett has actually turned out to be a very, very great addition to this Bhop team, but it's just not, unfortunately, enough to get anything done against a Team 1 team that is playing this confident, this individually locked in. 2 rounds away from your tickets being booked to Stockholm for a chance to fight for the major. It's high time Maltz has been at a major.
He's been really close, but no cigar. And in some ways, it might be more difficult than their Antwerp situation. But at the same time, Team 1's level seem markedly improved. Perhaps they do have what it takes to go up against the very best of the region.
Right now, just working out towards middle. Out towards B, the standard default. What a game so far.
Yeah. You just look at how well Maluk's fragging. That can be a story in and of itself. It's just so fantastic to see this guy fragging while calling. The opping IGL has been, in some ways, kind of written off by the community. You don't really see it that much these days. But he's stuck with it till now. And he's still trying to push the issue. Look at all this art control that Team 1 has. Brett pulls one back, though.
That's a great kill, and maybe no, TRK. He annihilates him, and now he knows where Brett is, and he's gonna find the double kill. It just never gets. It's just never anything for Bhop to hold on to. One mistake and the whole round unravels. It's Silas inside of the Coffin's position, but once they see him in Coffins, they're like, oh yeah, site completely clear. Thanks for the plant. And Maluk, oh, he's even looking towards bottom banana. Swan, I mean, his power went out, and he hasn't really had the opportunity to even play. Really. New setup, new me, not quite. I mean, overall, just a flat performance here from Bhop.
We'd wish for more of a competition, but at the end of the day, Team 1, they're the team here that are here to play. They are the ones that want this Stockholm spot just a little bit more. They've gotten the veto of their choice. They've played this team quite a bit, And this time around, they're not playing around. They want to win.
Oh, come on. No.
Another?
Stop. He's gonna keep going for him. You gave him one already. Oh, dear. Team 1. I've just made out Bhop as an example for all the teams that go into Stockholm. And it's so tough for Bhop because they've made day 2. They've played numerous qualifying BO3s. They played one versus EG last qualifier and kept it very close. Maybe they just run out of stamina throughout the week.
I mean, we can see it across, even in Europe. The fatigue that can set in to make these deep runs. Even in SA, Fluxo getting pushed and not being able to qualify at the final hurdle.
Yeah. You can only play so many series to qualify. Maybe trying to make the most of it, his last chance. Beaky runs through and denies the plant. But denying the plant is, you're gonna have to stall it for another 40 seconds if you want to keep that plan up. And with Eris going down and Swan being knocked down, it's Brett in a 1v3, and it's Team 1, who are just inches away from having their hands on some tickets to Stockholm. We talk about the major oh so darn much. Team 1 want to be there. Can Brett do anything to stop it? Just for the moment. Flashed up. Time's beginning to tick. He has no kit. And Team 1, pack your bags, folks. We'll be seeing them at the RMR in Stockholm.
Fantastic work from Team 1. This is just a clinic that they've put on here in the tail.